Argentina are on the brink of going out the World Cup. Have a look at this. These are my notes. That is my notes. That game had everything. And can you believe Argentina are literally on the brink of going out? Just watched it now. And we've got a lot to get through. Let's crack on with this video. So, you know, Sampaoli changed the system. He went with 3 at the back, 3-4-3. Di Maria was the biggest name dropped. Looking at Croatia side, you know, we had the big names as you all play across Europe. Lovran, Perisic, Modric, Rakitic, Mandzukic. But the big news was that Kalinic was sent home a few days earlier for refusing to come on in the first game. I mean, this game had everything. Within 4 minutes, Perisic drives into Argentina's defence and Caballero goes on and saves it. Acuña's whip cross hits the top of the bar for Argentina in the 21st minute. Half an hour played. What a miss by Perez. I mean, how did you not put that away? Bloody mix-up in Croatia's defence. And Perez has an empty net. And he side-foots it wide. He's got to put that in the back of the net. And then just 2 minutes later, an absolute sitter by Mandzukic. A cross comes in from the right. He just flicks it and it goes wide. And this game had everything as well. Going into half-time, you probably asked yourself the question. Both players should have had a man sent off. Disgraceful challenges across the pitch. I don't know how, you know, Rebic got away with it. One of the Argentina players got away with it. There should have been both down to 10 men. There's mistakes all over the place. Argentina are struggling with Croatia's width. Croatia were playing with 2 wingers, literally hogging the touchline. Where's Lionel Messi? Messi's not even seen in this game. What's going on with Argentina? And then the gift, man. I know I've already turned around and you guys have seen my first video of Argentina. I said Caballero is absolutely shocking as a goalkeeper and I've been proved right in 2 games running. I'm pleased the Toon didn't sign him. He's absolutely awful. He's shocking, man. I mean, what is he doing? A back pass and he tries to clip it over Rebic. It's awful, and Rebic, don't get me wrong, fantastic technique, volleys it back in the back of the net. You're thinking, you know what it is? Argentina on the brink of getting out here. And then, you know, you've seen Aguero come off. Aguero didn't even have a kick in the game. Where was he? Higuain came on. Yeah, he got more of the ball, but didn't have enough chances for me. And then Higuain squares it back to Meza, who has a shot saved by Subotic, when Messi can't get it in the back of the net because Rakitic challenges him. And then, you know, Mandzukic had a shot which just clipped just wide. Dybala was brought on for Perez on Sheena. We're getting a bit desperate coming into the 80th minute. And what a goal by Modric. Croatia on the attack. Modric on his left foot, shimmies it to his right foot and just bends one in the corner. 2-0, game over. You know, and you're thinking, how Argentina, you've got to try and save yourself a goal difference, because when Nigeria play Iceland, if Iceland win that game, it's going to go and do a goal difference. And then you've seen Rakitic have a free kick which clipped the bar. Tempers were starting to go between both sides. And it was 3-0. Caballero palms a shot away. Argentina have obviously got so many bodies upfield. Kovacevic, the substitute, squares it at Rakitic. He has a tap in. And it's 3-0. Aguero at the final whistle is just sat there, just in a glaze. Messi walks off the pitch. Argentina, Sampaoli, the coach, just walks off. Croatia celebrating the fact that they've gone through. And it's just shocking. And I'm not sticking up for Argentina one bit. But where's the big name players like Aguero stepping up? Yes, and I scored in the first game. Lionel Messi's getting outperformed by Ronaldo in this World Cup. Messi, I know you can't say you're a one-man team. But if you take Aguero out and Messi out of this Argentinian side, week in, week out, if they were playing week in, week out, this side would struggle. You take out the front line, Higuain, Dybala, take out the whole 4, this team would really struggle in the Premier League. I'm not just kidding you. This team can go and do it. I'm not joking. They've been poor, they've been shocking, and they've probably been now, for me, the most surprising side in this World Cup. One of the fancied nations are literally on the brink. We'll have to see how Nigeria and Iceland get on tomorrow. So into today's game, Nigeria have won 2-0 thanks to Ahmed Musa's double. By the way, he played absolutely fantastic. Him and Moses on that wing, causing Iceland loads and loads of problems. Didn't see the game in full. I kept looking up when I was in my office at the game. From what I've seen, it was practically Nigeria were outplaying Iceland for massive part of the game. Iceland, are we expecting too much of them? Probably. But yes, they struggled, which was a little bit surprising. I thought majority of people would have fancied Iceland to win this one, but Musa caused them problems, and it's probably the right call starting him in El Nacho from the beginning, because they didn't start last game out. And they hit the woodwork. Musa hit the woodwork, could have had a hat-trick, and his pace, they just couldn't cope, Iceland, and they went down 2-0 defeat to Nigeria. Obviously, seeing the penalty, which Sigurdsson missed, and that was another surprise one. The VAR kicked in there. But, you know, he put it over. Just a disappointing day for Iceland. And like I said already, it's massively helped Argentina out hugely, massively, because now if Argentina win their final game, they'll go ahead of Nigeria, and if they can better Iceland's results, they'll go through, which is crazy. So if Argentina win and better Iceland's result, they're through. After all the carry on from last night when I was ranting and raving, the results went their way. So Croatia are almost practically top their group. It's going to cause a massive headache for them not to, which I cannot see happening. But I just want to touch upon before we wrap up, first of all. Well, first of all, Nigeria were brilliant, by the way. But the Argentina presenters who were doing the game, like we've obviously got the BBC and ITV in this country, but the Argentine crew had a minute's silence for the death of Argentine football. I mean, what's that all about? What the hell is that all about? Honestly, man. It's like when we had the death of Mike Ashley or the funeral of Newcastle United when Mike Ashley was here. Just bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. Right, so later on, let us know what you think of Argentina. I've ranted a little bit, haven't I? Later on tonight, we've got 40 back with his group, which is Group D, I think it is. 40's D. He's D, I'm sure he is. I've lost track of who's who now. And we've also got Rob with the England report as well. He's going to bring you up to date with a few injury news from the manager to a leak in the tactics and all this sort of stuff. So Rob will be up with England report with 40's video later on tonight. Have a good night. Ta-da. Bye-bye.